Are ready, scoreboard ready, fans are ready. Are you ready? Jump will be Kuzmic versus Jakiri. It is won by Jakiri, who ends up the ball in his hands. Then Lomash gives the ball to Taylor. It's Jordan Taylor guarded by Lorenzo Brown, and he attacks the basket early on. Lighty can't handle the pass, so he goes to work off the dribble. Lighty, pull-up jump shot, and it is money. David Lighty. Really effective scoring off the dribble with pull-up jump shots. And you watch out to see him get posted up as the game goes on. Zvezda now through Kuzmic, back in the hands of Brown. Skips back. Simonic short on the jump shot. Rebound Nua. And here come Asvel. Branko Lazic with his trademark brand of defense. Rihad Lomas with the drive and the score. The Latvian guard barreling his way to the basket, gets fouled on the way through. Three-point play opportunity for him after the foul from Ognin Kuzmic. Free throw is good. It's an outstanding start for Asvel. And there's that aggressive defense that we see, and it comes up with a steal. Lomash, and they find Lighty. Lighty misses the three. Offensive rebound, and there's Jakiri! And he flexes as he announces himself on the stage once more. Tonye Jakiri, offensive board and the stick back. Wait for the scoreboard to catch up with reality. It should be 7-0. There you see, it's just pure hustle by Jakiri. He's just one of those players who's got something to prove every time he steps on the floor. Can't say he's particularly gifted in any particular area of the game. He just works so hard. Of course, it helps being rather long and athletic, but he really has been a revelation this season. If you look at the development of the likes of Nikola Milutinov at Olympiacos, and we've watched him come on year after year. And some of the big-name signings that come through, but Jakiri came through mid-league in Turkey. Great recruiting job by Asvel to spot him as a talent. How they're reaping the rewards now. Lorenzo Brown missed the jump shot. Now Lighty attacks again, and it's all too easy for Asvel. And Coach Stagoda says, let's talk it over. Timeout, asvel-zvezda. A 9-0 start to the game. Asvel on top. 9-0 should be the score. Teaser for round 19. A small matter of Cesca versus Real Madrid. Something to look forward to, but tonight, field goals are plenty for Asvel. Zvezda coming up with blanks. Asvel showing just what a quality team they are when they are at home. Intimate stadium, and anybody who's played here, one of the things that strikes you when you step onto the floor at Asvel is the angle of the stands, almost vertical in the top deck. It feels like the fans are right on top of you. So we're back underway. Foul there on the drive. Lorenzo Brown doing what he's been doing best all season. This is where he makes his living. Only averages about 3 free throws a game, but he consistently gets to the line. 35% three-point shooter, so you have to respect his jump shot. He's got an electric first step. And he's an excellent free throw shooter. As the commentator's curse proves, once again, he goes 1 for 2. Jordan Taylor hands off to Lighty, guarded by Lazic. Lomash comes up short with the jump shot, but there's Jakiri. Offensive rebound number 2. Lighty up high, pulls up for jump shot, and this time no mistake. Lighty goes to 7. 12-1 is the lead. Stimats entered the game, replacing Kuzmic. Hands off to Brown, and again Brown lobs upstairs to the big man, and Vlad Stimac. You won't find a more effective big man around the basket than Vladimir Stimac. Doesn't do anything much more than a meter away from the basket, but when he gets around the bucket, you can count on him. Whistle, it's a foul called on Branko Lazic. Somebody said to me once that Lazic, you could just call a foul every time he comes down the floor. He's so aggressive defensively. And that foul actually called on Jagodic Kurica, another mid-season acquisition. You have to love the way that asvel-zvezda have changed their roster through the season. Very quietly improved at certain points on the floor. Jagodic Kurica, Stimac, Kevin Punter still coming off the bench. All adding a punch where they need it most. But right now, they need it on the defensive end as Asvel cruised to an 11-point lead. Foul there. That's going to be on Noah. Marko Jagodic Kurica. Well, I think they caught it on Jordan Taylor. Taylor number 2 for the guard. Billy Barron comes up short. Offensive rebound, Brown. Stimac takes his time and fumbles that one out of bounds. Good help defense there. Lighty sticking down for the double team. Forcing the turnover. There he is. Jakiri recovers. Good hands from Lighty, knocking it loose. Taylor sits down, and we talk about the youth. Matthew Strazel, the first 17-year-old, first player born in 2002 to play in the EuroLeague, and he made his debut this season. Lomash again at the basket. And Barron, not renowned as the best defender in the world, gets abused again. Richard Lomash goes to 5. Asvel's lead goes to 13. Stimac hands off to Barron. Stimac posts up down low. The drive from Jagodic Kurica. Leans back, nice touch on the jump shot, and he's twisted his ankle, and he's come up lame. Well, you have to respect the concentration of the number 21 there, because he was in pain before he shot that one. Trying to limp it off. I think there's going to be an ankle twist there. There's the fake. Lean back, and he's come down, he's come up limping, and he's immediately asking the referee to stop the game. I hope there's nothing too serious. There's the fake. It's the right leg he doesn't come down on. Anyway, the scores: Asvel 16, asvel-zvezda 5. Make that 18-5 as Jakiri barrels his way for the score. Brown for Zvezda. Still Brown. kicks to the corner. Lazic, step back three. Streak shooter Lazic is. It's a difficult shot for any player, though. Shaqiri with another rebound. Strazel triggers the offense. It's Lighty against Lazic. Fakes one way, fakes the other. Short on the jump shot, and then the foul. It's going to be Amin Noor. Battling for the rebound. Commits the foul. That's going to be his second if it's Noor. So, over the back of Davidovac. Shaqiri takes a seat. Adrian Payne makes his first entrance for Asvel, number 33. And it looks like it may be an Achilles calf for Jagodic Kurica. Technical foul on Coach Sakoda. Helps asvel-zvezda. Not happy with the officiating so far. More ironically, the foul count, Asvel have committed 4. It's only 2 by asvel-zvezda. They're scoring a lot of baskets just on waltzing through, getting open shots, layups. The lead now extends by another point off the technical free throw converted by Rihad Lomash. 19-5, over halfway through the first quarter. Davidovac, deadly when he gets on song, but missed his first jump shot. Strazel with the defensive board. Lighty kicks in. Payne for 3. And Adrian Payne comes in stroking it. You see the spark of energy in his eyes. Since he joined Asvel mid-season last year, came in March of 19. Got to the end of the season, then joined them again. Been injured for the first few games, but he is back with a plenty, and there Kahudi with the big defensive rebound. Said rebounding was going to be important for Asvel. They're +6 so far on the backboards. 8 rebounds, 22s for Zvezda. As Branko Lazic picks up the foul. We've got a timeout, though. Asvel 22, asvel-zvezda 5.
Go under to stop the man. First of all, you will not collapse more inside. You're risking the shot because they're penetrating all the time. We don't need to rush. Go to collect the ball. Find the game. Go and take either dump or force here, but even higher if necessary. Go. And after they run, they will run. They can transfer the ball.
Well, look at some of the executives in the stands, and Marie-Sophie Obama, president of the ladies team of Asvel. And you see Tony Parker in conversation with Masai Ujiri, who's the president of basketball operations for the Toronto Raptors of the NBA. Interestingly, he once upon a time played professionally in the United Kingdom of all places. Tony Parker's never played in the UK, but his name needs no introduction. Simply one of the finest point guards the game has ever known. And there's Jean-Michel Aulas, president of Olympique Lyonnais Football Club. Lyon, of course, top quality football team, both at the men's and the women's level. Back underway here, and Adrian Payne commits a travel right in front of the referee. But his team are enjoying the luxury of a 17-point lead in the first quarter, having only conceded 5 points. That's what I think Coach Mitrovic will be most pleased with so far. Lob upstairs, Stimac gets himself under control, and as he always does, he finishes. Should have had 65, 60%, 66% from 2 points this season. Had an excellent year last season in the Euro Cup, where he averaged 17 points a game, shooting 70% from the floor. Feels like he's been around forever, Stimac. 32 years of age now. Brown treating this league like he's been around forever as he gets his first field goal of the game. He goes to 3 points. Asvel-Zvezda flirting with double figures now. Under 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Strazel off the high screen from Jean-Charles. And then Dio. One of the rare things they have in the backcourt, a veteran. Kahudi off the drive, shot clock runs down, misses the floater. Good defensive rebound by the Davidovats. And here comes Lazic. Lazic, one of 3 players who's Zvezda who played every second so far. Brown, another one. Brown pulls up for the jump shot, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Stimac. I said how important that rebounding is. The second chance opportunities. We'll get Zvezda back into it. And Stimac then. Foul called as Payne sticks his hand in, and he can argue all he wants. But you stick your arm around the corner like that, referee is almost duty-bound to call it. Here's how, for a game that seemed very easy for Asvel so far, this is how Zvezda can get back into it. Offensive rebounds, draw fouls, and go to the free throw line. Although, got to make them once you get there. Stimac missing his first attempt. More youth in the backcourt. Theo Maledon joins the action. Maledon, of course, who has been touted as the next French superstar. 18 years of age now, but what a beautiful athlete he is, and he just shows that there. Everything looks easy for him. Still got a lot to learn. Very rare you see the finished product, especially as a point guard at 18 years of age. But he's certainly on the right track as he gets his team's lead back up to 14. Brown under the watchful eye of Kahudi. And then Barron fumbles it, and it's a turnover. It's just aggressive one-on-one defense from Asvel. No special tricks to it. Dio just up in the passing lane, just have his hands high. Kahudi pressuring the passer. There you see Dio just sticks his hands in, and then Barron cuts it in the backcourt. It's a turnover. He gets his first rest of the game. Maledon, Dio. Antoine Dio, step back jump shot. Comes up short. Big rebound, Adrian Payne, and the finish. That's what you like your big men to do when they go to the boards with aggression. Payne makes up for the rebound he allowed Stimac to get last time down the floor. Punter gets in the game and throws it away. Another turnover forced by Asvel defense, and Maledon just slides his way down the court, gets fouled on the way to the basket. Foul's going to be on Stimac. The big board by Payne. The old saying goes, mass in the house. I got one, coach, I got one. There goes Payne with the score. Maledon makes the first free throw. James Gist, another welcome return to see him on the court. Hasn't missed the last 2 rounds. Maledon, of course, who came through the, I have to say, world-famous INSEP Central Basketball Academy they have in France. Some great players coming out of there. There's too many to mention. 18 years of age, though. There's a whistle off the ball. I think that's going to be a foul called on Dio, who's raised his hand already. He knew he was guilty. Holding on. Free throws to come for asvel-zvezda. Lazic at the stripe. Lazic makes the first. Edwin Jackson not missing his shooting touch so far tonight, Asvel. And again, 1 from 2 at the free throw line for Zvezda. You better believe when you're on the road trying to get a victory, you got to make your freebies. Maledon drives, kicks, throws it away. Those stolen by Gist. Gist wants a foul. He'll get back on defense instead. Shooting the passing lane, the ball coming up the face. You can see why he wants a foul, because got knocked in his eye. Fortunately, the basketball can't commit a foul on you. Dio inbounds to Maledon. Livio Jean-Charles trying to post up against Punter. Punter commits the foul, the 0-0. No match physically for Jean-Charles, who's trying to use his hands to get some kind of advantage. Livio Jean-Charles himself had a career high in the overtime game back in round 8. Makes his first free throw. Jean-Charles makes the pair. Career high was 20 points when they had that game in Serbia back in round 8. He and Jakiri were the stars of the night, but again it was their defense. An overtime game they won by 74 points to 72. Foul there defensively. Nice ball handling by Brown, staying composed despite the 3 giants coming after him. Jean-Charles, Kahudi and Payne all try to get a piece of that one. Jean-Charles commits the foul, which will send Brown to the free throw line. Just 2.4 seconds left in the first quarter. And I think it's safe to say that nobody had this one going the way it's gone so far. It's 30 points to 12. I don't know what's most impressive, the offense or the defense of Asvel, because both have been spectacular. Brown goes to 5 points. Dio goes to half-court heave, and it's into row B of the stands. So 10 minutes quality basketball by LDLC Asvel Villeurbanne, who lead the visitors asvel-zvezda 30 points to 13. See some of the stars from the best football team in Europe, without a shadow of a doubt. Lyon. Sonny Anderson, a former player of the men's team. Of course, the women's team, current European champions. And with Asvel, as good as they are at home, this becomes a hot ticket. Interesting to see that Ujiri over from Toronto Raptors. You say he's over to be as a friend of Tony Parker, but you better believe he's looking at these guards, Maledon and Strasel. And also they've taken a second look at Tonye Jakiri. These are kids that weren't on their radar until now. Turnover forced, Punter, pesky. Breaks up the pass to Dio, and then goes into the backcourt. This kid here, Maledon. Well, if he's even 50% of the hype overall, He'll be a star of the future. Of course, European basketball is such a hot ticket nowadays. You look at the likes of Luka Doncic, and how he has taken the NBA by storm. We are no longer an outpost of basketball. This is a hotbed with stars aplenty coming through the pipeline. Stimac gets the score for asvel-zvezda. Maledon misses the three. Offensive rebound! Adrian Payne for the stick back. Offensive rebound number 4 for Asvel. Payne goes to 7 points. The lead back to 17. Punter hands up to Gist. Lazic drives baseline, has him fouled. Foul from behind by Dio. Antoine Dio is having to adapt his game, of course. Through his career, he's been a the maestro of his team. He's been given the ball on most teams he's played for. He's been the point guard. Now he's moving into a backup role. Some of it forced, of course, through injuries he's had to work through. But he's a great player for the likes of Maledon Strazel to learn from. Nice pass from Brown to Stimac, who's about at the limit of his range. You see that? Jump shot almost comes up short, but he gets it to roll home. Stimac goes to 9 points. Maledon goes for 3 again. This time it's off short, and again Payne attacks the offensive board, but he knocks it out of bounds and bangs head with Lighty. David Lighty. Got a little bit of a Glasgow kiss there. Oh no, maybe a elbow. Knocked out a contact lens. Well, the blood injury, so he'll take a seat. Fans, so he'll go. Probably have stitch if he's lucky to butterfly one. If he's not, needles will be involved. asvel-zvezda possession. Davidovac takes it out, inbounds to Punter. Punter brings it up the court, double team hovering between Payne and Maledon. On Stimac, spins baseline, goes to work in his post moves, pivots one way and then travels. You have to say Stimac, he's in his element when he's playing against another big man like himself. Against somebody with the athleticism of Jean-Charles, who can dance around him, can't use his body weight. He needs that contact to create the space. You see Lomash going to work on the baseline screens. Double teamed in the corner, hands off. Jean-Charles. Back to Lomash, he drives, dumps underneath. Kahudi reverse layup, beautiful, beautiful Asvel basketball. What a pass by Lomash, and what a catch and finish by Kahudi. Brown. Nothing doing there, kicks it out. Punter dumps down. Stimac must have that one, and indeed he does. Lomash, see there, he doesn't have the athleticism or the size to guard Stimac down low. He's the first player in the double figures with 11 points now. Maledon, Lomash on the wing, he drives baseline, skips, extra pass. Kahudi, 3-ball, no good. Rebound, offense by Maledon, but he steps out of bounds. And even when they make mistakes, Asvel look good doing it. Maledon, Payne, take a seat. $15 points the lead for Asvel, 34-19. Barron brings the ball up the court for asvel-zvezda. Punter, of course, joined from Olympiacos just a couple of weeks ago. makes the first jump shot he's taken tonight. He goes to 2 points. Zvezda has shown that dogged toughness they have all season. Well, we're singing the praise of Asvel. And the Zvezda have ate into the deficit. And they now trail by just 11. Strazel tests the boundaries of his shooting range. (30-11) was the biggest lead for Asvel. It's a 10 points to 4 run for asvel-zvezda. Punter face guarded by Strazel. Eventually gets it from Stimac, who then offers a high screen. The drive, Stimac, limit of the range, but he knows what that range is, and he goes to 13. Like Stimac and Punter, like players reborn as they put on the red jersey of the mighty Red Star. Strazel skips, Kahudi, he drives, and the one-on-one defense has become outstanding for Zvezda, but Rihard's Lomash, the Latvian lightning strike, drills from deep. Stolen away. Kahudi forces the turnover. The trail. John Shaw with the hammer slam. The defense triggered it. Livio Jean-Charles finishes it with the exclamation point. Punter with a more regulation deuce. Calms the crowd. The fans are back into this one, the home crowd in full voice. Lomash, got it by Barron. High screen from Jean-Charles. No post. Oh, nice step through. Livio Jean-Charles there, just caught it, just carried his motion. Leans in, gets the score. Punter, optimistic with that jump shot. Kahudi says, that's my rebound. There's a screen, it's an illegal one by Jakiri. It's one of those ones where you almost have to blame the cutter. Lomash just needs to hesitate, make sure the big man's got his feet set. Jakiri will sit down. We've picked up the foul. We've got a timeout on the floor. Asvel still with a big lead, 41-25.
No side defense. Black against Panther, Black. Okay, but I think maybe Lawrence will be back. Against Panther, Black, aggressive and good help side to bump the big man. You'll stay close, okay? Good box out, guys. You have 2 fouls, guys. They have 0 foul, okay? Be aggressive. Listen, all time if you can run, okay? It's not, okay, it's good move. Listen, they're aggressive now on the passing line. We can call 21. Be ready for 21. If you see the Richard is running up, go, catch the ball, back door or hand off play, pick, side pick with you, okay, guys? You, doesn't matter where you choose the side, okay? Come on, more aggressivity, running, come on. Let's go, stay on him, big boy.
There's been impact from all ports of call for Asvel, but the finest play of the night starts with the defense. The steal by Kahudi, and then it was on the cards, and poor old Kevin Punter is going to be on highlight reels for at least the next few days as Livio Jean-Charles puts it on him. Six points for Jean-Charles off the bench. 41 points in total for Asvel. 25 for asvel-zvezda. defense for asvel-zvezda to be much more aggressive here in the second quarter, and Coach Mitrovic highlighted that to his team, saying if they're starting to deny aggressively in the passing lanes, and you have to flash high, get the ball to the big man, and then he can drop off for the backdoor cut. So look to see if we see any backdoor layups attempted now, or if Coach Zakoda has anticipated that and changed his defensive system. Foul on the aggressive defense from Rihad Lomash. Lead scorer in the game for Asvel Bilaban so far tonight with 9 points. Gets his first foul. asvel-zvezda yet to commit a foul here in the second quarter. And then Adrian Payne picks up the foul as well. I think that's going to be his second. Clumsy foul by Adrian Payne. Any more defensive fouls for Asvel will send Zvezda to the line. Barron to Gist. Punter. Kevin Punter keeps going, and gets the lay. Kevin Punter with 6 points off the bench. Still a long way to go in this game. Asvel thought it was going to be a walk in the park. Zvezda are proving it's going to be anything but as they keep playing hard. Strazel hesitates, changes the speed, draws the foul. Nikola Jovanovic, his first action of the game is to commit a foul on the young point guard. First foul for him, first foul for his team in the second period. Strazel was passing, so it's out of bounds on the baseline. Inbounds to Chikiri. Strazel, it's Payne. Gives it back to his point guard. Payne flares to the wing. Chikiri sets the high screen. Strazel, step back, jump, shot. No good, but there's Payne again, and that's a monstrous rebound. Adrian Payne says, don't talk about my teammate when I'm on the blast like this. Sam just piles in and just flies high. Gist then commits the foul. Watch that right arm. Nice little nudge in the ribs. Gist then made the mistake. He thought he had position, lost track of his player. Didn't box him out. And then off the inbounds pass, Lomash misses the jump shot. Rebound, Davidovac. Quiet first half for Dejan Davidovac. Normally would have seen him get up for a couple of threes by now. Billy Barron, I think that may be his first shot of the game. No, second shot of the game. He's been held scoreless. Look like the Barron and Brown punch. Only one of those Bs with numbers so far. Another offensive board, this time Chikiri. Payne got time to get his feet set, and he nails the three. Adrian Payne goes to 10. The buffer back up to 17. We approach 2 minutes left in the half. You see Zvezda yet to make a three-point shot. Can Gist change that? No, he drives. And there's a 24-second violation. Shot clock expires. Barron sits down. Been a game of horrors so far for Billy Barron. Barron's been averaging 17 points a game in the 3 wins they've had. This 3-game winning streak that they've been on. Coming up with donuts so far tonight. 0 points, 3 turnovers. Maladon brings it up. Kahudi gives it back to the point guard. Then Kahudi goes to post up, and there's a foul, and it's going to be on Punter again. Feel for Kevin Punter because the size mismatch is something probably would rather not have to deal with. team with fouls to give. That's just the third of the quarter. Ognjen Dobric makes his first entrance to the game. Another one of these players that highly talented. Not getting the court time we're accustomed to him having. Shaqiri, probably the only player on the floor for Asvel, not a threat to the three-point line. He's a threat down here, though. Well, not with a jump shot like that. And then Payne again continues to be a thorn in the side of asvel-zvezda. Working the offensive glass, and he's fouled. Watching Muscle in there, and it's Gist who's going to get it. If it is Gist, that will be his second. Timeout called by Coach Mitrovic and Asvel. Wants to get more hungry, showing no mercy. Asvel 44, asvel-zvezda 27.
Why you switch before? Here was switching defense. You take a big guy inside. Yeah, it's not for switching. It was early. It was early. It was early. Too early. Yeah. We don't need it. Especially because it was not something, screen and shoot. No, you can go and take it, keep your man for better rebound. We have now trying to make a couple of good defenses and starting off collect foul. Go rush, okay. Let's go for one chest that you can use.
We look at the performance of Adrian Payne, contribution he's given off the bench as I'm singing the praise of Tanya Shaqiri. This big man is known for his physical play and athleticism. He's also come up with 2 threes tonight. 10 points, perfect from the floor. 5 rebounds as well, 4 of them on the offensive end. Action back underway. Meladon on the drive. Great ball handling, great block by Gist, and then Dobric picks up the loose ball and he's fouled. So we'll have to walk down the floor for free throws. Meladon. She's great, got ball handling skills, but then just learning, he's always eyeballed the clock. Recognize a veteran like Gist. As soon as he sees you look at that shot clock, he knows you're thinking three-point jump shot. And in he comes. Swats it away. Dobric makes his first free throw. Interested in that timeout by Coach Dakota. No yelling and bawling and anything. He's still used as a coaching moment. Dakota is one of the best teachers of the game that you'll see out there. He's talking to his players and calmly saying to punter, why do you switch? Don't need to switch. You're going to get posted up. Just let the defense do what it's supposed to. Again, another 1-for-2 trip to the free throw line for Zvezda. Nice pass from Meladon down low. Nua pivots, fakes. Oh, that's a desperation here by Shaqiri. Davidovac, I think, may have knocked that out of bounds. It's one of those shots there that Meladon gets a piece of it, but he definitely comes off Davidovac. Davidovac wants the ball back. He definitely touched it last. I suppose he could argue that he was fouled, but instead get back on defense. And he's on defense, gone the ball out of bounds, and now Antoine Dio. Payne dumps down low. Kahudi fakes one way, pivots underneath, and foul is called, I believe, on Dobric. And you can tell he made the foul because he looks like he hasn't touched anybody in his life. Oh, the song of the defensive basketball player who didn't commit the foul. Well, we'll talk about some of the celebrities in the stand. We've got to give our hats off to the asvel-zvezda faithful who travelled from afar to watch their team. There, Michael Ojo. Listen, big man for asvel-zvezda. Kahudi. Just a rock-solid basketball player, Charles Kahudi. Listen as a forward. He can literally play defense on 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you don't lose anything in either position with him. And look at that there, lights out on Brown. Gist challenged at the rim, rejected by Jakiri, then rejected by Payne. Dio finds Maladon, goes back to Dio. Shuli, Payne. Off the dribble, they can get set now, they don't need to get carried away, and indeed, here comes Maladon. Shot clock under 10, he drives, cuffs it, reverse layup, oh, ho, ho, ho! Dio Maladon! And the beauty of it is, he just makes it look easy. It's that cuff of the basketball, he cuffs it in first, he knows the contact's coming. That is something you don't teach, and then that little reverse kiss off the backboard for the deuce. And that's what has got Masai Ujiri up in the stands drooling over a potential point guard for his Toronto Raptors. The lead now 21. Wasn't that long ago we were talking about Zvezda getting back into it. They were down by 19. They cut it down to 11. Now, it's the biggest lead of the game for Asvel. 21 points, 15.5 seconds to a half-time. And there, Kahudi stalking on defense against Brown. Knees bent, arms ready to knock that ball loose if he gets a chance to. Brown, though, nice drive, layup. He's touched home. I think Dobrich may have got a little touch on that. Brown patiently read the defense. The time has been called with 1/10 of a second on the clock. Well, the reason you're having a bit of a pause is, well, 1/10 of a second is not enough time to do anything. So they need to check to see if there's any more time needs to go back on the clock. So the referee signaled the timeout. They have called timeout. Well, Coach Mitrovic is saying, you know, the 10th of a second. He said you got to take the timeout anyway. So he'll talk to his players about something. And the reason why he's frustrated is the point is, 0.4 second is to get a shot off. So 0.1, you can't catch and shoot. You have to throw it to the rim, and then it's got to be graze somebody's finger and continue on into the basket. No catch and shoot. It's got to tip while it's in the air. So you got to go to the length of the court. Or what he'd probably do is just throw it in and let's go and eat oranges at halftime. Good to see the officials making sure Jakiri adheres by the rules. Tuck that shirt in, young man. Just like mine. And that's the half. 20 minutes of basketball dominated by Asvel. asvel-zvezda fought the way back into it, but in the end, Asvel 49, asvel-zvezda 30. Well, we got some comments a half courtside. Lorenzo Brown. See what he thinks of the first half performance.
Lorenzo.
Asvel will start the fourth quarter. I think Lighty's eye is bleeding. So he's going to go back to the stitch doctor and get that stitch put right. Referee's saying you can't get going until you clean that up. So, Lighty goes back to the bench. Kahudi will start the action. And the performance he put in, there's no let off there, is there? Yes. Lighty gets the grease like he's gone to the cut doctor in a boxing ring. Kahudi starts the defense for asvel-Brown. Same way we ended the second quarter. There's a whistle. A foul is going to be called on Livio Jean-Charles. He's off the ball there as he bumps the cutter from Stimac. So baseline out of bounds possession. There. Now Lighty with the grease. Doctor says, let the blood get through that one. So the bit of that execution on the out-of-bounds play. It's just one of those things there that rhythm got upset, Lighty having to get changed, and Asvel need to get themselves locked back in, because this asvel-zvezda team is absolutely capable of getting back. See, Coach Sagoda said we made some changes. I expected better performance, and they've got one so far. 2 defensive stops and a score. So to open the second period of the game, Brown, Stimac, that's outside his range. Not outside Brown's range though, and he drills the 3. And I don't think Coach Mitrovic will wait long for timeout. He'll give his team a stern look, see if they react. We come with a 0 and another score, I would imagine the game will get stopped pretty quickly. Taylor drives, dumps down low. Jean-Charles reversed layup, but he's traveled. Coach Mitrovic can't believe it. Jean-Charles with the pump fake, watch him catch. There's a pivot, and he did, he skipped. Not like it all you want, but he bounced his left foot, and that's tough times for Asvel. They come up blank in their first 3 possessions. It's a 19-point lead at the halftime break. Now down to 14. A lot of dribbling by Brown. Dumps off down to Stimac. There's a whistle. It's a foul. It's a defensive foul. Looks like it's Jakiri has picked that one up. It's a soft foul in slow motion, but the referee's called it nonetheless. Brown thinks about the 3, takes the 3, misses the 3. Noah, defensive rebound. Taylor tries to inject some pace into the game. Kicks back. Noah is a fine 3-point shooter, and he's fouled as he takes that one. Lazic follows through as he challenges the shot. He was set, and there indeed. Oh, gosh. The shooter's flop, as I call it. Yeah, Lazic definitely got him on the arm. Noah has to make sure the official knows he got hit on the arm as well. Difficult for a player like Branko Lazic, who's used to just being given the assignment of the man, the best player, the Mike Jameses, the Nando De Colos. Asvel don't have that kind of offensive set there. Lighty is the man that they go to when things get tight, but otherwise their backcourt is pretty much interchangeable. That's when you rely on the team ethos. 3 free throws converted by Amin Noah. And that's the thing, despite the bright start by asvel-zvezda, it just takes 1 score and Asvel get a big cushion again. Lead now 17. Foul called there on David Lighty. Sideline possession. Barron will take it out of bounds. Brown kicks back. There's an offensive foul. Noah stepped in there, drew the charge. Coach Dakota mentioned the athleticism. This is something that doesn't really come up as an athletic play, but that is just commitment. And that's what you've got. You've got players that they're like an amoeba. They slide all over the floor. Time, good defense by Nua. So 5-0 run to start the third period. And back-to-back stops for Asvel. Looking to convert, get back to the lead as it was at the start of the half, and missed from Lomash. Defensive rebound by Lazic. Zvezda drive through. Brown with a nifty little finish. Brown challenging Jakiri at the rim and get the score. Brown goes to 10 points now. Taylor drives. Oh, that's a tricky pass for Jakiri to catch. Nua picks up the loose ball, floats one up over Davidovac. And the offense of Asvel nowhere near as fluid as it was in the first half. And Davidovac finally gets open for his favorite shot. Davidovac with his first three-point bucket of the night. And here comes Zvezda again. 19 points for the deficit at halftime. They've cut it down to 12. Then Rihad Lomash draws the foul on Davidovac. Baseline out of bounds, possession to Villaban. Taylor looking to get it in. Better do so quickly. Finally beats the clock. Taylor skips up top. Lighty. Pull up over Stimats. No good. Great block out. See that block out by Lazic. That was just tremendous. Knew he couldn't jump with Jakiri, so he just backed into him. And then at the other end, Barron gets it down to a 10-point deficit. It's a 12-3 start to the third quarter, and a technical foul called on Coach Zvezdan Mitrovic of LDLC Asvel Villaban. So a free throw to come for Zvezda as well. You want a foul from that, but that is absolutely, well, kind of legit. Maybe a bit of a foul. But you still love the effort. I just know I can't out-rebound you, so I'm just going to shove you out the way. Barron makes the free throw. And the lead at its biggest, at its peak, was 21 for Asvel, is now down to 9. And we've seen many a tale this year in the EuroLeague, especially with this format that we've got now. Giant round robin, big turnarounds. Forget Olympiacos turning a 9-point deficit into a victory in the last minute. But Taylor responds. Jordan Taylor's been quiet so far, gets fouled on the way to the basket, gets the layup to go. Well, you decide whether you call the foul, and you call it on Stimac or do you call it on Lazic? They've given it to Lazic. It's his third, and that's why it's a scoring foul. And then we got a technical foul on Branko Lazic for talking too much. Now, if you're Zvezda, you could argue that Stimac committed the foul first, so Lazic, they should have called the foul before that, but they didn't. They called Lazic for the hack. So Taylor gets fouled on the way to the basket, makes the layup. Technical foul on Lazic, which is his fourth personal foul. Lomash makes the free throw for the Tech. That's 3 points on the play. Now Taylor has a chance to make it, in effect, a 4-point play, and he blows the layup. Free throw. So it didn't end up as bad as it could have for Zvezda. Lazic with 4 fouls is a big thing, though, because that's their defensive stopper. Barron draws the blocking foul. And that's going to be the 4th team foul on Asvel. So both teams now will be shooting free throws if any defensive fouls are committed. Billy Barron, who is, well, he's been barren in the scoreboard, just 3 points so far tonight. Second leading scorer for his team on the season. The leading scorer in possession now. Brown, got it by Kahudi. Davidovac attacks, floats, gets the score. Down Davidovac. Instant offensive punch off the bench, and Lorenzo Brown comes up a little bit lame there. Did he turn an ankle or something? He is limping and limping badly, surely. He should be asking for the refs to stop it. Oh, Davidovac, great rebound there by number 7. And now they stop it. Brown hobbles off. His right leg just kind of buckled a little bit there. Oh no, he's twisted an ankle. He's hobbling. It's one of those ones. Tape it up, get back out there, young man. Stimac now. Trying to find Barron. Barron drives around Lomash, finds Dobric, who finds the bottom of the net with the 3, and here comes Zvezda. The deficit was 19.5. It's now 7. Taylor drives again. Oh, Jordan Taylor. Silent in the first half because he had 2 fouls early. Back-to-back layups here. It's his team that buffer at 9. Punter skips Dobric to Stimac. They need to double team this. Jakiri won't have the way to handle the big man down low. Stimac is like clockwork in the low post. Oh, nice pass from Taylor, broken up by Dobric. We've still got time. Shot clock hits 5. Lighty attacks Punter, has it blocked by Punter partially, and then knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Lighty. Good defensive set there. Punter gets a hand on it. Our ball goes out of bounds. We have a timeout on the floor. Asvel Villeban 57. asvel-zvezda MTS Belgrade 50.
Let's go.
Hey, don't make bullshit. Why we help from the first pass off a 3-point shooter, man? Stay, man, close, man. Let him shoot. Force him on the fucking left. On the left. Okay. Stay, man, in offense. Make a good and no penetrate. Referee change the criterion, you see? They don't call nothing. Go strong and finish with lap. Don't expect a foul. They change the rules. Listen. Now, let's stay first. Where's the ball? Upstairs. Full court. They get no foul. Normal aggressive defense. Okay. Normal aggressive defense. Try to steal the ball, play aggressive. On a pick, stay more close on this. Now they play with the 2 shooter on the pick. Stay on the white.
After a quiet first half, due to foul trouble, Jordan Taylor made a significant contribution here in the 3rd period, scoring half his team's points. But that timeout for Coach Mitrovic is absolutely down to their defense. Technical defense as well, saying, why are you helping up a 3-point shooter on the first pass? It's a very good point. Apologies for the colorful language from Coach Mitrovic. But we're back underway here. It's the risk we have when you go into a timeout. It's a bench situation these days, I'm afraid. But defense back, tensely raised by Asvel as Adrian Payne hunts down the block, swats that away from Davidovac. still Zvezda possession. And Zvezda, who got the three-point play coming up, he does it again. The first out-of-bounds play in the third quarter, Asvel went to sleep, and Davidovac had a wide-open layup. They go to sleep again, and this time he says, I'll have a three-point play, and Davidovac, the microwave on full power. 9 points here in the third period, with a chance to make it 10. Miscommunication on the Asvel defense. It's all about talking to each other. Just got to communicate, tell where your man's gone. Davidovac misses the free throw, but then the hustle by Dobric. Offensive rebound. Ognin Dobric, he goes to 5, and here comes the charge. Zvezda offense was anemic in the first half. 13 points in the first quarter, 17 points in the second. They've got 24 points here in the third with 3 minutes to go. Payne is fouled in the post by Stimac. Should be free throws for number 33 of Asvel. Coach Zagoda is just telling him, no need for that foul. You just hold your position, keep your arm bar on his hip. Payne is a threat, crashing the backboards, shooting open threes, and in transition, not really a big scorer down low. Payne makes the first free throw, his first point of the second half. At 10 in the first. Goes on to 12. Lead for Asvel, just 5. Stimac looking to post up. It's a long way out for him. Payne should be able to guard that. And he stuck the hip in. This level, the Payne comes up frustrated, but that's just simple, elementary basketball. Guy goes to dribble. You don't need to bang bodies with him. Just keep the separation. Just hold your ground. The moment you stick your thigh into his back, the referee has no option but to blow the whistle. Of course, Vladimir Stimac then was not obliged by making the free throw. Zvezda now 7 of 13 at the free throw line tonight, and this one could end up getting tight. They will rue those misses, that's for sure. 6 points given away in a game you trail by 5. Don't need to be a mathematician to figure out those numbers. Taylor draws the foul. Coming over half court by Punter. Again, the teaching moment from Coach Zagoda. Explaining to his guard how to play that action. Taylor rushes the free throw. He's 0-2 at the free throw line now. Begs the second one to go home. It's a 5-point lead, and it's a very tenuous 5-point lead for Asvel rather now. As the visitors much more confident on offense, missed the jump shot. Great rebound by Payne. Kept it alive, then snagged it. Taylor, Kahudi. Kahudi on the drive, foul, it's a blocking foul. Free throws to come. Just aggressive there, Davidovac. Just wasn't, just a step slow, really. Make Kahudi earn it at the charity stripe. He's 2 of 2 so far. Second foul on Dan Davidovets. He's got 9 points in this third period. Quarter score, remarkable turnaround. Asvel 11 points, asvel-zvezda 25. It's been the bench action of Zvezda. 41 points off the bench, just 14 by the starters. The missed free throw bug infects the hosts, Asvel now. Missed 3 in a row, 16 of 19 in the game, and Kahudi puts it right with that one. Défense is the crowd's chant from the stands. Asvel want to get a stop here. They deny all passes, but they don't stop Barron. He breaks loose on the backdoor cut. Barron goes to 5. Now, if he hits his average, that's a great outcome. Oh, and another turnover. Well, it's almost as if they switched jerseys. The defensive intensity of asvel-zvezda has upped, and they're doing the same disruptive tactics that Asvel did to them in the first half. He had the backdoor cut. Strazel lost sight of his man. Nice pass from Stimac. Zvezda within 4. Less than 2 minutes left in the third period. Barron weaves his way through, gets it swatted away by Payne. Good block shot there by the big man. Leidy finds Payne again. No. Oh, yes! Adrian Payne. 3 of 3 from downtown to go with those block shots of his. Stimac. It wasn't such a basic part of the game. You'd say it was a thing of beauty. As a big man myself, I like to see that, but I want to see the dunks and swats, I know, but that's just great offense by Stimac. He's got 18 points now. Maladon, oh. Again, he just makes it look so easy. Foul on the way to the rim. Davidovets commits the foul. Maladon, she's balanced, low central balance for a guard who's quite tall for a point guard. Low center of gravity, just excellent ball handler. Rolls that foul, goes to the basket. Chance for free throws, and the malady continues. Asvel as a team still shooting a good overall percentage. It's 4 of 6 they missed. Final minute in the third period. Punter hounded by Leighty. Punter confident he gets the score though. Kevin Punter with the big bucket. No, actually, hard to believe this. Asvel were up by 19 at halftime, but we're asking, how do they respond? Maladon, Payne, Jean-Charles. Olivier Jean-Charles comes up short. Rebound, Punter, who holds for the final shot. Kevin Punter. I think the high screen will come from Stimac. There it is. Doesn't want it, though. He wants to go one-on-one. He's just going to pull up for a jump shot, though, and indeed he does. Oh! And he makes it, and Kevin Punter. Wow! Isn't that a turn-up? Kevin Punter at the buzzer. Nails the 3. It's an 18-point swing in the third period alone. 34-16 in favor of asvel-zvezda. So at the end of the quarter scores, Asvel had 30 in the first quarter. Zvezda have improved their scoring output each quarter and improved their defensive output each quarter. That is exactly the story the coach Zakota would be pleased to see. So this one is gonna be an interesting fourth quarter. Asvel start with youth in the backcourt. Maladon and Strazel. Strazel hands off to Maladon, who then gets fouled going to the bucket. Again, it's that confidence he's got. So now he'll go to the free throw line where he's 4 of 5. Maladon goes to 9 points. Most of those coming at the stripe. Commentator Kerr strikes once more, but Adrian Payne ends up well. That's a double rebound in a way. Jovanovic couldn't handle it, and he went back on the backboard. And then the referee called a travel on Jean-Charles. Worrying times for Coach Mitrovic. Would have liked a nice, easy comeback game. Instead, now his team are clinging to a 2-point lead. Zvezda, well, they're playing like they have been playing in recent games. So they've won 6 of the last 8. Those 2 losses, only the game at Ceska where they got smashed. There's no shame in that. Offensive rebound, Jovanovic. And Nikola Jovanovic travels. Looked like a pretty move until the whistle went against him. Watch his pivot foot when he picks it up. And the referee being consistent, and that's all we can ask for. Turnover number 11 for asvel-zvezda. Maladon drives again, floats it up. Well, he thought he got fouled from behind. Instead, it's a turnover. Punter brings it up now. Zvezda with a chance to tie or take the lead if they make a 3. Jovanovic for the deuce, and it's a slam dunk off the great pass from Punter. And we are all square. And Asvel sleepwalking in the second half. They've given up a 19-point lead. Strazel finds Payne. Payne attacks the basket like a god, and Adrian Payne continues with the offensive surge. He goes to 17 points. Career high for Adrian Payne now. Jovanovic, well, he turns into a bit of an offensive star. Causing all kinds of problems this time, drawing the foul on Jean-Charles. Jovanovic will go to the free throw line. Nikola Jovanovic goes to 5 points. Big contribution off the bench by the youngster. Just his 4th appearance on the season. His 3rd trip to the free throw line. And makes both. So Asvel all tied up. Where do they get their composure from? That's the thing. Where do they find that spark? What was it they had in that first half? It was defense that triggered it. But offensive execution, they're hesitant now. See, they're making those crisp passes that we saw in the first 20 minutes. Lighty, Jakiri, dumps down low. Nice pass, nice finish by Maladon. It's the first time we've seen, quite a while that they've let the offense do the work. Players move, they execute, they cut. Maladon goes to 11 points. Punter. Still Punter. Dobrich. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, the follow-up slam by Gist. Gist has been quiet so far. Comes up with a big one and we're all square again. $70 points apiece. Rihad Lomash, 9 points in the first half. He's now at 10. Maladon. Oh, this kid is going to be good. He's 18 years of age. I have to say, remind you, he's just a kid. Nice move by Brown to step back. Well, exchanging baskets. Both teams. You have to think one of them. Somebody's going to have to make a defensive stand. Things get a little bit tasty on the floor. Jakiri not liking the attention of Jovanovic. He would do well just to stay cool. Don't point fingers in people's faces. Just don't draw the attention of the referees. Just keep on playing. Referees now will talk that over. Gone are the days when referees just let players jaw it out until it gets resolved. It's generally handbags at 20 paces. Count on the fingers of one hand that I've seen in a amount of real fights you see in a basketball game over the years. I think they may have called a double technical foul. They've definitely called a foul on Jovanovic. There's the foul that they've called. He raises the hand, and Jakiri not liking it for some reason. It looked like they called a technical on both players, which would have cancelled it out, of course. So Payne, catch and shoot. That one was a bit optimistic. Finally misses. Indeed, double technical foul on Jovanovic and Jakiri. The outcome is still 72 points each as Punter, with the change of pace, draws the foul on Maladon. He will go and shoot free throws. Maladon takes a seat. Jordan Taylor back in for Asvel. Maladon sits down with 13 points. It's a career high for the young guard. Punter goes to 11 points. Of course, Punter spent first half of the season with Olympiacos. We had some good nights, didn't really settle into the system overall, though. Certainly shown his quality tonight here for asvel-zvezda as they take their first lead of the game. 74-72, Red Star on top. Taylor trying to answer for Asvel. Payne, drive, dumps it down, and then Jakiri's fouled from behind by Brown. No free throws yet. Nice work between the big men of Asvel. 3 fouls on Lorenzo Brown now, along with 12 points and 6 assists. Taylor gets it in desperately to Lomash. Lomash tries to get it down to Payne, who has it stolen away by Gist, and the defense of Zvezda starts to dominate this game. Punter has his pass stolen away. Quite sure what was going on there. Payne got the defensive rebound and was falling out of bounds. I think he was trying to throw it off Punter, who was out of bounds. He hit him in the chest with it, but he didn't let it go. So I think they're going to give that one to Zvezda. No. It's one of those funny ones there. There's the steal. He's falling out of bounds. Hits Payne. Well, it's one of those players that's just so ugly. I'll just give it back to the home team. They're Payne. I think they got it right in the end. Touched him in the chest, but now he gets to let go. But then he throws it off the chest, lets it go. So it will remain asvel possession. He's falling over. Why don't you just give it to his teammate Shaqiri? He's like, give me the ball! Anyway, we've got a timeout on the floor. Asvel 72, Zvezda 74. Well, we'll take this moment to give you your 7 days magic moment, take you back to the second half, and we start with the steal by Kahudi. The transition, 2-on-1. Uh-oh, here comes the trailer. Hammer time! Livio Jean-Charles gets the accolade. Your 7 days magic moment. You have to question, what was Kevin Punter thinking about when he jumped? Livio Jean-Charles, 6 points in the first half. Just a couple of turnovers here in the second, though. Asvel, that magic they had, what a contrast. It's the story of their season in a way. They can be majestic at times. And then they just seem to lose their mojo, for want of a better term. Here they go. Fourth quarter action. 5 minutes to go in the fourth period. Zvezda lead by 2. Asvel, well, the shot they get up in the end is not the shot was drawn up in that timeout. And they are at 6s and 7s right now. There's a whistle off the ball. It's going to be Gist for an offensive foul. Illegal screen, weak side. So Taylor under control for Asvel. Kicks it out. Lomash. He goes off the dribble. Brown sticks his hand in, commits the foul, and that's a big one. So that's number 4 on Lorenzo Brown. Oh, the relaxed look on the face of Tony Parker. No more. It's one thing to take over a club when you've retired and you're finished, but he can still play. I'm not understating that by any means. Would have ever crossed his mind to be player president of Asvel Villeurbanne. That would be something. It'd be something if one of his team could make a free throw. Now Lomash catches the brick bug. Richard Lomash, 10 points, 3 of 4 at the line. So the overall number doesn't look that bad, but it's the timing of these misses. Asvel now 20 of 26. Well, we asked the question if Zvezda could balance up the stats. which is what they've done, would it get them back in touch? And the answer is 100% yes, indeed. Asvel's defense, which was in ascendancy in the first half, just a shadow of it here in the second. Brown, a bit too much dribbling. You better have confidence in that jump shot. That one is going to be at the buzzer, missed and rebounded. Brown, a little too much dribble. His teammates saying, you got to get the ball moving a bit, mate. Now, Asvel got the stop. Can they answer? Can they get this crowd to explode as they did in the first half? Dio. Kahudi, they got to go, and they've gone to Jakiri again. It's just not the right place for the ball to be. And that is, well, good defense by asvel-zvezda, but poor decision-making by Asvel. You've got to have the ball in the hands of a playmaker as the shot clock winds down. Someone like Kevin Punter. He goes to 15. The lead is to 3. From the peak, it's a 24-point turnaround. Jakiri has his shot rejected by Stimac. And Zvezda now in control of this game. Nervous times for Asvel. 7-3 on this court this season. Are they about to get lost number 4 as Adrian Payne picks up the blocking foul? Payne picks up the foul, trying to draw the charge. Instead, he gets his 4th defensive foul. That puts asvel-zvezda into the bonus. Any more fouls by Willaban? And free throws to come. Both teams now in the bonus. Punter. Lighty back on the floor. Lighty has been almost non-existent here in the second half. 7 points to start the game, not scored since the first period. Jakiri gets the defensive rebound, but it's not the authoritative ones they were getting in the beginning of the game. The fans urging the home side on. Zvezda looking confident now. Dio, 3-point shot. Antoine Dio can't get it to go. Defensive board, Dobrich. And the contrast, the bench contribution of Zvezda cannot be understated. 58 points. Make that 61 points off the bench as Vladimir Stimac does what I never thought I'd ever see him do, which is make a 3. Right, they're talking, there's a technical foul. I think that is going to be on the bench of Asvel. If that's Coach Mitrovic, that's his 2nd, and he will be sent back to his sickbed. Well, the referee's definitely called the technical foul, so Coach Mitrovic will have to leave the court. That's his 2nd tech. Have to wait to see how the referees clean this one up. Well,
if you play with AP first, then you play pick and put Tony on top. Okay, sit for hold, quick place. Go next play, all right?
Mitrovic steps out. Referees need to just sorting things out here, trying to just get the players. Leave them alone. They're reviewing the play. I think they want to see if that's a 2 or a 3 from Stimac. Well, it's a 2-point or 3-point basket. No free throws involved here. The question is, was that a 2-point shot or a 3-point shot? Stimac winds up. Oh, it's hard to say. From that angle, you tell me, is that right toe, is it on the three-point line or not? Referees originally called it a 3, so it'd have to be, I think with just that one angle, I'd be surprised if they turn that one over. But I don't have an orange jersey on, high waistbanded pants, or a whistle, so it's up to the refs. I think that may end up as a 2. Just remind you, the original call was a 3. So as it stands, it's a 6-point lead for asvel-zvezda. If they turn it over, it's a 5-point lead. Got a second angle. That one's not going to help at all. Vladimir Stimac. That's his first 3-point attempt of the season. Just so you know, in his EuroLeague career, he is 1 of 8 from the 3-point line. And that's in 6 years. That's a much better angle. Wow. I'm glad I chose commentary over refereeing, because I don't want to make that call. Now, for Vladimir Stimac fans, you want it to be a 3 because it'll be his first 3-point basket of the season. Having played first 10-11 games with Fenerbahce, and they've left it as a 3. Wasn't enough evidence to turn it over. Well, he couldn't get any close to the 3-point line if he tried. Vladimir Stimac. 2 of 9 in his career as a 3-point shooter. Timeout on the floor. Asvel trail by 6.
CK, you be on top, okay? Get out your head. Go in your heel, okay? Then we have Adrian. Antonio, if we try to trap, to get a steal, okay? So if we trap first pass here, make sure we cover the middle of the light. After we're trying to get a steal right away. Okay, we come back, black, last 10 seconds, we go blue. Okay, but at the beginning, we go black. We got that? Good? And we got the horse for the first player, JT. All right? Okay, that's the best.
Well, familiar face to the players. Of course, Coach TJ Parker took over in the absence of Coach Mitrovic for the last 2 games. So he will lead them the rest of the way as Zvezda fans strip off their shirts for their Zvezda 2020 calendar shoot. 6 points is the lead, and it's the defense. I mean, look at those numbers. They've gone the exact right direction defensively for Zvezda, giving up fewer points as each quarter's gone on. Finally, they make a mistake. Lorenzo Brown rushed the free throw, missed it. So, off the 3-point shot by Stimac and the technical foul by Brown. Willaban trail by 6. Trail by 6. Rebound Stimac, and there's a foul. And the foul's going to be on Tonye Jikiri, and he needs to stop making the gestures. Just raise your hand, walk back on defense, because Stimac is going to shoot free throws. Well, this is the lessons of youth. Watch the veteran players, they don't make those arguments. The referees called it, just go on about their business. Well, they've called it an unsportsmanlike foul. Okay, well, maybe you do want to talk it through. Now they're missing Edwin Jackson. What a turnaround for this game. 21 points is the maximum lead. Parker nervously looks at the clock. That's Ujiri checking his Facebook feed or taking notes. No, it's Facebook. Right, Taylor brings it up. Asvel trail by 7. They need to get something going offensively as Zvezda show a zone. And they steal it away. Kevin Punter, what a contribution he's made. 15 points and a huge steal. And Zvezda, well, it's a side note really, because the game in Serbia, Asvel won in overtime. So in effect, it was a 0 aggregate. No team point advantage. So whoever wins this game will have the head-to-head between the two teams, should that come into play at the end of the season. Just over a minute left in the 4th period. Asvel will have the ball out of bounds on the baseline. Desperate for a score, and they literally have not been able to find a way to get the ball in the basket here in the 4th period. Remember those quarter scores: 30 points in the 1st period, 19 in the 2nd, 16 in the 3rd, and so far in 9 minutes in the 4th quarter, they've scored 8 points. It all seemed so easy about an hour ago. Get the ball in. Payne. Jakiri. Again, where are the ball handlers? The decision makers are just not on having the ball in their hands. They inbounds to Payne, who's the big man. He goes to Jakiri, he's a big man. He skips it across court to Kahudi, who's not a bad three-point shooter, but surely there should be a point guard getting the ball in his hands. Gist gets the rebound. Well, it was an air ball, so it wasn't exactly a rebound, but he will shoot the free throws. Substitutions come in. Taylor and Lomash gives Asvel ball handling options. I have to say the backcourt of Zvezda, the guards, Punter and Brand, have dominated this 2nd half, along with Dejan Davidovac, who snuck in for a quiet 9 points. Free throws to come for James Gist. But still have a hard time coming to terms with seeing Gist in anything but Panathinaikos green. He's every bit committed to Zvezda, a team that loaded up, and they absolutely have their eyes on reaching the playoffs. Top 8 is their goal for sure. Gist. This is his first free throw. Misses a pair somehow. Asvel are still in it, but they've got to score and score quickly. Taylor off the dribble, not even looking at the basket, trying to post up Payne. Instead, Lighty, he fumbles it. Shot clock under 10. Lighty drives in, round the screen, gets the score. They're within 4. There's horns and whistles and all sorts are going on here. Referee trying to find out if Zvezda were looking for a substitution, which is what the scoring table is suggesting. And indeed it is a substitution. So they have to sort the clock back out. A couple of seconds at least ran off. Just want to see how much time came off the game clock. Players Ball was inbounded, but the horn was, they obviously called for the substitution before the ball was inbounded. Referees didn't give the sub. 39.7 it needs to go back to. That's what it was. No, 40. No, that's not what the score is. So you get the score. There's the basket. Goes in. The horn stops. 39.7. That's what the clock will be reset to. So it will be asvel-zvezda to inbound on the baseline. Free throw shooters are plenty on the floor. Lorenzo Brown is one of them, and he is fouled. Hoodie actually doesn't think he was trying to commit the foul. Brown, who's 3 of 5 at the line tonight, he's got 2 big ones here. 3rd foul on Kahudi. Well, you have to say, if Zvezda steal this win, and it is stealing it, because there's no way that Asvel are supposed to give this one up when they led by 19 at halftime. That 3rd period turnaround when they conceded 34 points. They'll have nightmares over that one. That'll be a horrible day watching tape tomorrow. But you've got to give credit to the full team performance. That said, it's not over yet. 5 points is the lead. Taylor finds Lomash. He drills it. Asvel within 2. They have won some heartbreakers. Big shots they've made this season. They've won close ones here aplenty. They are in it close now. Asvel 78, asvel-zvezda 80. Let's try and hear Coach Sakota in his timeout. As Coach Sakota draws up the timeout, we look at the basket that gave Asvel a lifeline. Finally, the offense comes to life. They create an open shot, and it was the open shot they needed. Brown perhaps shouldn't have jumped to the man on the wing. Left Lomash wide open. And Richard Lomash drills the 3-pointer, takes him to 14 personal. But that's not important. The important number is 78 to 80. That's the score. asvel-zvezda on top. Now the question is, oh, it's a steal! Lighty, coast to coast! David Lighty with the layup! And we're all square! Oh, what a turn-up! Asvel, like a phoenix from the ashes, are back in it! Asvel, bring it back to life. A turnover at just the wrong time. Let's hear Coach Sakota. Well, the first quarter, he was a rock star. He's been silent since. Then he comes up with the goods. David Lighty brings his team back. They were down by 5 points with 39.7 seconds left. They're now all square with 15 seconds left. Asvel-zvezda in possession. So here's the situation. Coach Dakota said we're going to hold for the last shot. We're going to make the basket win the game. Both teams are in the bonus, so any foul results in free throws. Another steal, of course, and Asvel could come out. On top of Lighting, almost gets it again. Well, there's not a bottom on a seat in the building. Everyone's on their feet, except for the players. Punter, guarded by Kahudi, one-on-one. There's a second between shot clock and game clock, so forget it. This is for all the marbles. Punter, pull up for three, no foul, Kevin Punter! Oh my word! Punter ends the fourth quarter the same way he ended the third, with the dagger of a three-pointer. We got a timeout. Asvel-zvezda are on top by 3. Asvel have 1.9 seconds to respond.
Okay? Diaz, you're here. Okay? Tony, let's put the... David, you be on the pass. Okay? Be on the pass here. AP, Riyad, CK, huh? CK. Get a good screen. Down screen, Adrian. Coming up. Screen your own, CK. They're going to lob it to you, AP. Okay? Lob to you. Hey, wait till you get the catch. Screen for Riyad. Catch and shoot. There you go. Okay? It's like you can even tip it. Tip it. AP, tip it. Tip it to Adrian. To Riyad. Right here? Riyad. Riyad. Right here. You're going to lob it. Lob it. For you. Okay? You got enough time.
Well, while you try to figure out what Coach Parker's just called in that timeout, we look at that shot again, and the word dagger gets thrown around just too often. That counts as a dagger. That's heartbreak for a home team that crawl back into this game, and then Punter with 18 points, and he has been poetry in motion here in the second half. Career high for Kevin Punter with that, and that's clearly the biggest shot of his career so far. So we're looking for a lob pass to Adrian Payne, which is going to tip back to Rihad Lomash for a three-point shot. I think we're going to just try and get it into Lomash. He's blocked. The three is no good. It is victory for Asvel-zvezda. To use their full names, Asvel-zvezda, MTS Belgrade. Still one on the road. Victory for the visitors. Heartbreak for the home team. The win streak goes to 4. They secure their position in the top 8 of the standings. What a performance, what a second half, what a game. Jubilation amongst the players and the fans of Asvel-zvezda. Just the 4th team to come into the Astro Bowl this season and get a victory. Your final score, LDLC Asvel Villeban 80, Asvel-zvezda MTS Belgrade 80.